A lot of time left to play, so they can't get too comfortable. They've got to play good, smart basketball.
Lin's attacking, lays it in!
Man, he is just hands.
And a quiet night for Wayne on the offensive end, though, just 5 points. It's been the bench that has done nearly all the scoring tonight for the Lakers. Lin attacking the basket, attacks Zeller and scores again!
Of the head coach, and he went pretty easy on me there.
Lin driving through, and the Lakers starting to get something churning offense.
In the NBA, in the finale tonight on the schedule. Schroeder confronted by 2 Lakers on the double. Stepping in front, taking it away is Ed Davis. They come back 4-on-2.
He telegraphed that play.
Yeah, Jeremy Lin has the bucket at the other end in transition.
As Schroeder tried to pass it off to Drew.
Points in the paint. Last shot should belong to Dallas. Correa down the middle. Actually, the Lakers might get it with 3. With 2, they're going to score with Jeremy Lin. And we still got 5.9 remaining, but it's the Lakers that are out and running tonight. A +10.
Try to evaluate players' overall games. When you do that, I should say, there's always an area where players need a lot of work. Not in his game at all.
And Stu, on this end of the floor, he leads the NBA in block shots. Nearly 3 a game. To shoot, the Lakers only have 5 on the clock. And there goes Jeremy Lin around. Oshik to score.
Talking about using.
Off the inbound play. Coming over was Wesley Johnson to help force that miss. Jeremy Lin driving all the way. Jeremy Lin all the way, scores!
Yeah, that's a heads-up play by Jeremy Lin. He's pushing it up the floor, waiting for one of the defenders.
5 in an offensively challenged game against the Nuggets. Nuggets shot 32%, the Blazers shot 40%, but 1 going away. Here's Lin, rides it up and rides it in. He just saw the opening and he took it all the way to the rim.
Then the Blazers
Technicals this year. What are the odds on that?
Well, 5 before January the 1st, you mean then?
I think everybody's taking the over there. Jeremy Lin goes to the basket. Stewie does that.
Johnson would try to elevate to another level, but he got his shot blocked. But Jeremy Lin says, block this. Right to the basket, scores easily. The Lakers by
8. We're 3 minutes into the second quarter. Jeremy Lin goes it back and forth. Here's Lin on the way. He scores.
Wow, you talking
very fortunate. He missed there. Phoenix starts 1 for 4 from beyond the arc. And they hit 16 against the Lakers last week. Oh, Jeremy Lin.
Looking for the first win in the league.
And Curry shooting a whole lot better than Bryant. Bryant shooting just 40% from the floor and 30% from beyond the arc. There's Jeremy Lin attacking, goes all the way and scores.
No lead with a long one as we near the midpoint of the third quarter. Hill on the give back, Lin, and we're tied at 64.
As well, here's Boozer, double comes. Lin with 3 to shoot. Lin gonna have to get it up. He does in time.
He's getting better.
Action could get him back by mid-January. That's the earliest that the Spurs are thinking. Here's Lin, swiveling in for 2. Curl
started 1-6, their worst start since 99-2000, but have totally turned it around. Jeremy Lin attacks the goal and lays it in.
Boy, did he put Ty Lawson in a bad position. Just with a burst of speed on the dribble, Ty tapped the ball. Another look at Jeremy Lin. Looking at Ty Lawson. Ty Lawson's backpedaling. You can't play good position defense when you're backpedaling against the guy in the open court.
Ed Davis, who lost the
Jordan
shoe?
Hill threw a shoe.
He threw the shoe.
The old proverbial throw the shoe routine.
We actually saw Ronnie Price literally do it earlier this year. Whoa, Jeremy Lin and the foul as he attacks a couple of bigs of the Nuggets.
What I liked about that more than anything was Jeremy recognized that they were playing shorthanded, so the Nuggets could actually double up. So what's he do? He attacks right away instead of just playing around with it on the perimeter and allowing their double team to take the Lakers out of any offensive capabilities. That's a nice play by Jeremy Lin.
6 and Chandler now trying to attack Kobe Bryant. Oh, he can count as a double team. Good defense by Ed Davis. Now Jeremy Lin, he's going to attack again, and he's going to score again. Timeout, Denver.
Nice job defensively as they came over and shut off Wilson Chandler. He had left his feet. So Wesley Johnson, and Wesley says, Jeremy, go to work.
They always seem to be in rebuild mode. But trying to sell that to the fans. Now here is Jeremy Lin. Oh! Reverse layup is good. Smooth.
Oh, Jeremy Lin, show us what you have as you take it to the rim and go to the other side and scoop it up, scoop it in. That was nice.
Dozen. His buddy Brewer has 9 here in the third.
Lakers are at home shooting 54%, and they're in a tie game because the Timberwolves are shooting 58%.
Go ahead and add that total a little bit. Easy bucket. It's a 9-point advantage.
Biggest advantage thus far in the game.
Lakers are 0 for their last 10 before the and one.
In front of the rim and gets the foul, has a 3-point opportunity, and finally, Lakers are off that 13-point mark. They have at least one player.
Olynyk's been working on the Nowitzki move, you know, the step away.
Lin, they're going to count the basket. And I think they get a foul too. 4 minutes gone, third quarter. Rondo takes it short. Rondo just 4 for 12 from the floor. Lin, strong move to the basket. And Boston.
Inside Lin, able to flip it off. Jeremy Lin puts the ball on the floor and attacks Tim Duncan. Does not allow him to get in position.
From the side, and Bryant, thank you, Dave. Bryant takes Chris Webber great pride in playing any and every game on the schedule.
He does, and he doesn't show you that he's injured so often. We've seen him play with a broken thumb.
49% from beyond the arc. 4th best in the NBA. Look at Jeremy Lin attacking and scoring. He's down on the deck, no whistle.
I quite frankly thought there should have been because he made the right choice.
On Ed Davis.
Nice move by Jeremy Lin, going by Mike Conley and then using the basket as I think Kufus thought, well, he's going to use his left hand on the other side, and Jeremy Lin said, tricked you.
Also was just 2 for 7 with no threes the other night. 4 points. Conley, good feed to Kufus, but Ellington got in there. Nick ahead, Lin, score!
Well,
Of course, here comes Bryant. I think Kufus could have done almost anything he wanted to do. Is that good? Goes it back?
Totally agree.
To Lin. They're picking the clip of the
evaluated in 2 weeks. That was terrific news. Drive down the left side as Blake missed a moment ago, and now the Blazers missed from the other side. And Jeremy Lin points off the Laker bench, has a little more freedom tonight with no Kobe Bryant in there. Blazers lead it.
Ridnour tonight, he's 4 for 8. Both teams shooting just over 40%. Jeremy Lin attacks and scores.
Well, he had a nice block the other night against Atlanta as well. Nice job by Clarkson to fight over the pick. Kaman puts it on the floor against Boozer. Lost it. Turnover Blazers. Up ahead. Lin lays it in. Crab was chasing, and there is a time when they do cash in.
Ball to the box, and they can command a double.
There's a turnover. Lin ahead. Around. Scores!
But again, I talked about how Jeremy does a good job of using the rim. Nicholas Batum flew by, and Jeremy does a good job of putting a proper spin on the ball and makes it look.
Lin will bring it up. Yeah, the health of Wade is so important. He's spent a lot of his career on the floor, playing so aggressively. Oh, Jeremy Lin off the glass to score in amongst the trees.
Well, he makes the hard ones, misses the easy ones. That one, look with our Carl's cam of Jeremy Lin attacking the paint, and Chris Anderson, normally a very good rim protector.
Bledsoe, how well they play with one another. Yeah, that pass was not there, and it's lost by Morris, and Lin goes all the way home for the Lakers. So
you can see some.
I don't want to see a march like a DeAndre Jordan special. Here is Jeremy Lin all the way and scoring.
But they're within 2 thanks to the basket by number 17, Jeremy Lin. It's 36-34 Celtics. Make sure they stay comfortably close. They don't have the firepower to come back from big deficits.
Jeremy Lin all the way. Backhand layup is good. Close the game. 58-56. Let's join Chris, James, and Rob, Access Sportsnet Studio.
The ball wasn't moving.
Yep.
Easy call.
A lot of Laker fans are hoping for the best draft pick position, but this is one game, no matter what the scenario. If you're playing the
when you hear the whistle, just throw it up. And Jeremy just throws it up, and guess what? It's Sunday. That prayer was answered. And the Lakers have a chance, if Jeremy's successful on his free throw, of getting their first lead of the contest.
Jeremy Lin in 6 minutes has 8 points.
Since the Lakers have tightened it up just a bit, he's been cooled down.
Our first look at Tarek Black. Jeremy Lin, that's the second time he's just thrown it up and thrown it in.
That's why it's all about absorbing.
DJ Augustine is 3 assists to go with 8 points. No player in double figures yet. Hill will take. No. Lin follows it up, screams inside, and reverses.
He's perfect example and an excellent finish from Dion Waiters.
Lin sees the seam to the rim, he finishes.
That's his game right there. Get in the...
Carl's Cam will show you how quickly Jeremy can read a seam and get into it, and just has a way of
that ball to go in off the glass.
Lin gets by Taylor inside and ties the ball game up again at 80. And Jeremy Lin would tie this ball game at 80 with a drive of his own. Not as spectacular, but just
Really gets into a flow. Final 5 of this first quarter. Good run by the Cavs at the end. The sea parts and Lin finishes 7.
They get live scores and stats, custom alerts, and video highlights with the free NBA Game Time app. Download the official NBA Game Time app on your phone or tablet app store with a basket right of the year.
Well, there's no denying that Jeremy Lin can do this. He can take you off the dribble and he can get into pain. If you're Byron Scott, you want to see more of this and you want him to be more consistent. That's something Jeremy Lin.
Shot clock violation for the Bulls. Thing is, too, Kobe demanded double teams. Now other guys are getting double teamed.
not only that, this would have been an opportune time as we see Jeremy Lin.
Tough start. Turns it over there, and he's also 0 for 4 from the floor in 9 minutes. Wesley Johnson, second on the team in threes. The number 1 man is not available tonight, and that is Nick Young. Jeremy Lin again sifts his way through the trees and scores.
Back, he didn't want to foul him and give him a three-point play. Lin got deep and a reverse layup. Listen, I give him 8 from the foul line. Now here at the other end, look at Lin. Now watch, now he knows Anderson's there, but the good hesitation, play the board.
Make that play. As when Cannon rolled to the basket, there was no purple shirt in front of him.
Lin deep to score. He has 16 points.
So pick off his feet that obviously affected that delivery.
Well, they won their last game. They beat the Knicks at home 97-81. Beat them soundly. Cannon had 4 threes in that game.
Something the Lakers couldn't do this year.
That's right. They got swept by Jeremy Lin, the former Knick.
Issue, and I think it's an issue as well when he goes against starting players.
And Lin sneaks in.
We saw this against the Bulls the other night. The back cut's really hurting the Raptors. Pressure, more pressure on the ball
all year. Noel, one big step, blocked by Ed Davis, the leader on the team. Lin all the way, score! Ed Davis, defense leads to offense.
Oh, big Ed Davis starts it off, and Jeremy Lin finishes. Defense leads to offense, and big Ed with the block. Jeremy Lin with the finish. That's the way you run a fast break.
Third win over the Lakers in the last 4 tries. Monty's not going to like the way they finished.
So Gordon and Scottie Pippen in Chicago, now the head coach here at Golden State. Lin goes baseline, followed by Curry. That's a Steve Nash type move right there, isn't it? And he lays it up and in.
That was a very nice probe and finish.
50th year in Sacramento for the Kings. Celebrate that anniversary this year. Jeremy Lin around the pick by Ed Davis. Jeremy Lin still probing on the inside. Won't see that with Steve Nash. Maybe never again in the NBA. Lin throws it up literally and throws it.